Welcome to all. S Union High School and Junior College.
Now let us start with the next one. See in the next one what they have given. In front of you can see one picture. In that picture you can see there is a grass, sun, rabbit and snake. And what they have told us? They have told us that in nature there are many food chains. If one of the link in a chain is lost from the chain, can the food chain last? That they are telling us. Now, in this picture, you can easily identify who is depending on what. And even though if one is also not there, so there will be an imbalance in the environment. Got it? Now, the next one is the food web. Now, what is food web? Observe the various food chains shown in the picture below. Now in front of you, you can see one picture. In that picture, it is clearly shown who is depending on whom for the survival. Got it? And after that, the next one you can see here, I have written the point on the blackboard. The most important food in food chain, plant. Got it? Every living thing gets its food from the environment. Means every living thing get the food from the environment. Many animals in the environment eat only plants. Means they are telling us that many animals which they are living in the environment, they are eating only plants. Means in short, they are depending upon the plants for their food. How we are depending upon the plants for their food, and we are depending on the animals also for our food. Means there is interrelation between the animals, plants, living and non-living things. Got it? After that, they have shown us, they are telling us that other animals eat the animals that lives on plants. Got it? But plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight and using water and the carbon dioxide from the air. It means that plants are the main support of every food chain. Take carbon dioxide and leave out oxygen. It means that plants are the main support of every food chain. Now let us start with the next one, that is environmental balance. We are going to start with the next one, that is environmental balance. Very important one. Till now you have seen the many food chain. Means how each one is depend upon someone else for their food. Means how the animals are depending upon the plants for their food, and big animals are depending upon the small animals for their food, and how the plants make their own food. Got it? Now in this we are going to see about the environmental balance. Now what is environmental balance? In front of you, you can see one picture. Got it? And it is shown with the arrow. Everything means who is depending upon whom. And in the textbook also you can see that there are many food chains in our environment. Means in our environment you can see many food chain. And till now I have also explained you about the food chain. Because of this food chain, every living thing gets the food it needs and therefore continue to live. Means they are telling every living thing gets the food and they are living. Got it? Means in short, they are telling us that living thing gets the food it needs and therefore continues to live. Microorganisms. See, microorganisms are present everywhere. everywhere, and they are very minute, which we cannot see also. Got it? It can be seen with the help of the microscope, but we cannot take the microscope everywhere. But microorganisms are present everywhere, like they are like a germs only. Got it? So here they are telling us microorganisms living in the soil help the process of decomposition of plant, residue, dead animal, excreta, etc. As a result, substances that help the growth of plant are formed and get added to the soil. Plant use them for their growth. Now, with the help of the microorganism, it decomposed, by which plant use them for their growth. Understood? Thus, plant use substances in the soil for their growth, and when plants and animal die, means when they are dying, the decomposition of their remains adds this substance to the soil once again. Means once again it is added. Got it? This is an important cycle in the environment. Got it? This is an important cycle. Means the cycle goes on, and that's why it is an important cycle in the environment. Then again you can see one picture in front of you. What you can see in that? You can see that living thing gets a continuous supply of water because of the water cycle. Now you can see the picture of water cycle. In that you can see how it is formed, how the water cycle takes place. Living thing uses oxygen from the air for breathing and give out carbon dioxide gas. Now only when I was explaining you about this, the most important food in food chain, that time only I told you that human beings are making the use of oxygen which they get from the air, and they leave out carbon dioxide, and plant take carbon dioxide and leave out oxygen. Plant use the carbon dioxide from the air for making their food. Oxygen is given out in this process and get added to the air again. This too is a cycle in nature. Means again the cycle goes on, and then the plants are making their food, and even the human being gets the oxygen from the air. Means the process goes on continuously. There are several other water cycles in nature. There are many cycles in the nature, and water cycle is also there, and there are other cycles in nature. Thus, there is an interaction amongst living thing and between living and non-living thing in nature. This interaction go on continuously. I don't know, this goes on continuously. It not stop. This help to maintain the food chain in the environment. When the various cycles in the environments go on uninterrupted, environmental balance get maintained. Means there is a balance in the environment. Got it? And after this, you are going to learn the question answers which I am going to give here in the same video. You can learn it. Got it? And in this way, today we have learned about the environmental balance. Now you are going to learn the question answers also and practice the diagram also. Thank you, children.